What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a big bout booked for SmackDown, Roman Reigns reunites with Paul Heyman, Cody Rhodes and WWE are being sued, Bret Hart is returning to WWE, Netflix releases a trailer for the Vince McMahon documentary, Dynamite's ratings continue to fall, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at a big bout book for SmackDown season premiere. At top of today's news is a report that the season premiere of SmackDown, which also sees the show moving from Fox to the USA Network, could feature a major rematch. WRKD Wrestling is reporting, while not set in stone, there's talks of having Cody Rhodes vs Solo Sikoa take place on next week's SmackDown debut on USA Network. Now, this isn't the first time this match has been mentioned as a main event for the Blue Brand's season premiere. As we suggested earlier this week, booking this match could set things up for Roman Reigns' return after Jacob Fatu beat him down a few weeks back, which could make the season premiere even bigger. Next up, Roman Reigns reunited with Paul Heyman. While it's too early to tell, a recent reunion between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman outside of the WWE may be a sign that they plan to reunite the original Tribal Chief with his Tribal Council soon. Reigns appeared at the recent Bloomberg's Power Players event, and some wrestling fans believe it's inevitable that the two reunite on WWE television. Heyman has been off TV since selling a vicious beatdown by the Bloodline, but if Roman returns on SmackDown's season premiere, his wise man may be near. Next up, Cody Rhodes and WWE are being sued. Why is punk rocker Wesley Isold of the band American Nightmare suing Cody Rhodes in the WWE and the WWE's merging partner Fanatics? According to a new report from Post Wrestling's Brandon Thurston, the complaint filed in federal court in California alleges trademark infringement, breach of contract, and intentional interference with contractual relations. Thurston noted that he trademarked American Nightmare in 2016 for use in music, clothing, and entertainment services. Cody reportedly tried to trademark American Nightmare in 2019 for pro wrestling, but Wesley opposed the application. The two sides then reached a settlement. Under the settlement terms, Rhodes was allowed to use American Nightmare on his merchandise under the condition that such items prominently use Rhodes' name, likeness, or wrestling-related imagery in the size at least 75% larger than the American Nightmare text. The article added, according to Isold's lawsuit, many items WWE is selling through Fanatics prominently display the American Nightmare phrase with little or no reference to Rhodes or use of wrestling imagery, which the band leader claims is confusing both fans of his band and WWE fans. The punk rocker provided examples of Cody's merchandise where his name was not featured prominently. Whether the allegations are accurate is unknown, but this wouldn't be the first time WWE was accused of ignoring an agreement and using its corporate power advantage to do so. And he managed to tweet the following to set the record straight as to why he's litigating the matter. Listen, you effing dolts, I already own the name. Doesn't matter who you like, they licensed it for me, then violated that agreement. Now, IP has to be fiercely protected, or an owner can lose the right to their IP. While some fans have characterized this as a money grab by an obscure artist, the fact remains he owns the IP, and if his allegations are true, he's contacted the parties in question about their allegedly infringing on his IP. Next up, Netflix released a trailer for Vince McMahon documentary. A trailer for Netflix's upcoming docuseries on Vince McMahon has dropped, leading to more questions about what we will cover and whether anything will be off limits. The trailer for Mr. McMahon is worth checking out as it seems to cover some of the WWE's biggest scandals, including steroids, Chris Benoit, and Janelle Grant's lawsuit against McMahon, Laurinaitis, and WWE. The documentary is scheduled to drop on 25th September, with Netflix releasing all 6 episodes simultaneously. Fans have been abuzz about Netflix's upcoming 6-part series on Mr. McMahon, and now anticipation seems to have grown further. Do you guys plan on watching the documentary, and how in-depth will it be? Next up, WWE locking down superstars. Break out the checkbook and back up the Brinks trucks, as a new report in this week's Observer notes that WWE is hoping to sign more talent to new deals. WWE went to a number of people whose deals are coming up over the next several months to sign new contracts. Asuka was announced publicly, there may be others, but WWE did not confirm them. Wrestling News' Andrew Ravens pointed out that Kevin Owens' current WWE deal is winding down as he has a few months left on his existing deal. The WWE may be eager to lock talent down as reports continue that Warner Bros. Discovery is set to sign a lucrative new deal with AEW that could pour some much-needed funds into its coffers. The WWE may want to avoid a bidding war and sign talent to contracts it feels are generous but not ridiculous. Next up, was TNA Wrestling serious about signing CM Punk? And how much truth was there to the rumor that TNA Wrestling was ready to sign Punk? Well, former TNA president Scott D'Amore recently revealed to Chris Jericho that TNA were ready to offer a big payday to both Punk and Will Ospreay when they were free agents. D'Amore said that TNA normally has a fixed budget, but that exceptions can be made if management feels someone will bring in more money. It's documented, we made an offer to CM Punk, we made an offer to Will Ospreay, there's your budget, and then there's the budget busters that there's revenue attached to this. Like, here's your budget that you're running with, your revenue envelope. And then on a senior level, at the very top you go. Okay, if we make this move, all this revenue model changes. While neither wrestler signed with TNA, it's interesting to imagine what might have happened had they actually signed. Next up, WWE returning to NBC. There's an interesting rumor concerning NBC's upcoming WWE primetime specials. Russell Rhodes is reporting WWE set to announce a live primetime special on NBC in the next few days. While the location remains unknown, sources say tickets are set to go on sale next Friday. We've heard some internal speculation about Saturday night in December. This will be the WWE's first primetime NBC special since August 2nd, 2008. And now Dave Meltzer is reporting that the special will see the return of a vintage WWE program. The deal getting SmackDown on USA included 4 primetime specials per year on NBC. We were told by WWE that the return of Saturday Night's main event will be announced very soon, so that would indicate this is accurate. Saturday Night's main event was a pivotal show for the WWF when it debuted on NBC in 1985. The reoccurring late-night special, as a show aired at 11:30 p.m., provided fans with access to marquee matches at a time when weekly television traditionally aired squash matches. It also exposed the WWF to a bigger audience, helping fuel its expansion in the 80s. When the show returned to NBC in the 2000s, it was less successful due to the fact that weekly television featured major matches regularly. However, with the WWE enjoying a surge in popularity, the new special could prove successful. Next up, JoJo Offerman's WWE Wish. Bray Wyatt's fiancée JoJo Offerman is hopeful that the WWE will honor the late great Bray Wyatt by inducting it into its Hall of Fame. The former WWE ring announcer was at a virtual autograph signing when a fan said the WWE should induct him. She mentioned, "Okay, good, me too. Hopefully he deserves it, for sure. One of the greatest minds in the business." Some fans were surprised when the WWE failed to induct Bray this year following his sudden passing in 2023. While they may have wanted to give time for Bray Wyatt's family and fans to grieve, a 2025 induction seems timely. Next up, Dynamite's ratings continue to fall. Oh, it's more bad news for AEW Dynamite's ratings, as PW Torch's Wade Keller is reporting compared to last year, Dynamite has dropped off 20% in terms of the percent of people with access to TBS who are choosing to watch. Keller pointed out that this number reflects the declining number of households that have access to cable television. Nonetheless, the numbers should be concerning. Dynamite is actually drawing a smaller percentage of 18 to 49-year-olds and total viewers of any age 2+, with cable than a year ago over the last 6 weeks and 4 weeks, which is indicative of a certain percentage not watching even though they still have access to the show. It's unknown whether AEW's rumored deal with Warner Bros. Discovery has requirements in it for AEW's weekly television to draw a certain rating. Next up, Bret Hart returning to WWE. The WWE is loading up its Raw season premiere with a very special guest, as WWE personality Jackie Redmond informed fans on X, "I hope you're enjoying what's left of this beautiful, beautiful summer." But I had to hop on, because I can officially confirm through some very legitimate sources that this Monday on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, Canadian legend Bret the Hitman Hart himself will be at the Saddledome in Calgary. ComicBook.com's Haley Miller reports that the WWE and USA Network have some big plans for that week. It was announced that next week will be WWE Week on the USA Network, aligning with the WWE Raw season premiere and the return of SmackDown to USA for the first time since 2019. It certainly will be interesting to hear what Bret has to say when he stops by the Saddledome. And finally, a new SmackDown logo. Last but not least, it appears that the USA Network is modifying SmackDown's logo, as on their website, you can see that the logo has been changed. What do you guys think of the new look of it? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.